यानी कि वास्को म्युनिसिपालिटी और एसके जॉगिंग खानका। The first ball of the second semi-finals. This time nicely played, always intended to go for the single. We've seen most of the times when the captain wins the toss, whether it's a semi-final, finals, or whether it's a preliminary matches, they just elect to field first. So they must have seen what happened in the first semi-finals. It's not necessary that just winning the toss or making sure that you are winning the match. If there is a good batting display and if you put a good board runs on the board, then certainly you might be the favorites going into this run chase, the second innings. That's exactly what has happened to Sheldon Blasters. The left and right hand combination here, Tausif and Maruti. This time also trying to play with soft hands. No intent of playing for the big ones. Well, many a times, we have seen the balls are being tested, the tennis balls, before they go on to play. But testing the tennis balls is very much acceptable. But I request Adinco Distillery, please don't send Sayed Baji to test the balls. This is in the air. This might be a catch. Oh, lucky. First he went towards his left-hand side. That is where it was difficult for him. He thought maybe that the ball is going towards his left because of the switch hit that is being tried. But in the end, ball went towards his right-hand side. So switch hit tried in the very first over. We have seen very good innings in this tournament. Very first day when Adinco Distillery played from Vasco Municipality. Tausi played some good knock, handy knocks for this side. Is very good up the order. This time an appeal here, right in the block hole. Big appeal, I don't know, excitement. Maybe the bat hitting the ground. Nothing there from the umpires, absolutely nothing. And it was sort of a late reaction here from the bowler. After that, keeper went up, then he reacted. So maybe the umpire was very much clear. So certainly maybe a bat hitting the ground, that was the sound. But a dot ball nevertheless. So array of fielders on the offside. One man deep on the deep mid-wicket region and one at long off. Played down the ground, wonderful shot. Fine shot to get a single down the ground. So when you are playing 8 overs, it's a different mindset that the batsman comes in and different order. So having a look at this batting order, Maruti we have seen as a left-hander being sent up here to give company to Tausif. So maybe thinking that we should preserve wickets. It's not that we should go hammer on tongs right at the first over itself. Not required when it is an 8-over match. The very correct player, upright player is Tausif. Trying to go for the switch hit. Bowler is also very smart, Prajot. Bowled decently. Both are strong teams, a very strong team in all the 3 departments. And that was a very economical over. Very good start, a steady start here from the bowler. Just giving 5 singles of his first over. After 1, it's a 5 without loss. Well, this match is of 5 overs. From 5 overs, you have to switch over to 8 overs. Even though it is just a switch of 3 overs, but it is a big switch for tennis ball players. It is not easy. The mind has to be prepared to play those 8 overs, and there will have been some talk yesterday from all the 4 teams what sort of batting order we have to set, whether we are going for the onslaught right at the start when the power plays are in progress, or whether we have to preserve the wickets in the first 2 or 3 overs and then go for the onslaught for the last 5. That is a big thought that runs in the mind. Switch it. It's like a bread and butter shot every time you play. Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's sour. It comes off maybe 25-30% of the times, but it comes off 70 to 75% of the times. This time, no room whatsoever. They are not giving them the room to swing the bat and not bowling in the good length area in this slot. Trying to bowl a little fuller here. Score moves on to 6. Second over in progress. Rajat Hardankar, the man of the moment, man of the tournament for actually this team. SK Jogging, the way he has batted, the way he has bowled, does the job in both the departments. Right in the block hole. This is very good bowling here. They must have thought and discussed about which length to be bowling on the surface. Because the margin for error for a bowler is very, very less. And if you try to err a little bit, maybe bowling full toss, short balls, then the batsmen were smart enough to take the bowlers to cleaners. Again, a big shot. There is a man in the deep. And just a single. This should have been 2 runs. They were watching the ball rather than watching each other as a partner, and just a single taken. So you should give credit to the fielding from SK Jogging. So far, they have kept batsmen at bay to get those boundaries and sixes. Still, they are not finding the key to open the lock of the onslaught door. Still, just the singles. Well, they must have seen the previous game itself. At one point of time, Sheldon Blasters were never in the match, but last 2 overs fetched 50 runs. 50 runs in last 2 overs. That was the turning point of the match where Alvino Carvalho played a magnificent knock of 50 plus. So this is very nicely played, but could not find a gap. Chance of a run out. Wonderful fielding. Great fielding. This was close, but umpire says he had made it well in because he has grounded the bat. That was an important point. But sometimes umpire, it is just a fraction of seconds. He has to take the decision. There is no referral for the third umpire here. And that was a good fielding effort, nevertheless, from the fielder. Direct throw. It's very difficult from outside to judge, but very difficult to be inside. After completion of 2 overs, the score is 9 without loss. Well, umpire's job is difficult, and from outside it looks easy. It's very difficult to tell someone to tie your laces when you are not in their shoes. And that was most of the time the scenario from outside. Supporters of both the teams feel that they should have gone towards their side. That decision should have gone towards their favor. Here, umpire is the right judge out in the middle, and in comes the third over. Prajot continues. This will be just a down the ground, only a single. So far, it's been just a singles. The reason why is there is not a single ball that has been bowled in this slot. They are bowling it much, much fuller, closer to the Yorker length delivery, and that is where they are unable to get the swing of the bat. Tausif, in spite of being in form in this tournament, unable to swing that bat. And after 2 overs, when the score is just 9, and with that single moved on to 10, I think there will be certainly change in the batting order of Adinco Distillery. Whatever plans they must have thought before this match, I think they must have changed and discussed it by the time these 2 overs have completed. This is a switch hit. This is a switch hit. Finally, after a long time, the ball was not fully pitched. Shot of good length and hit a beautiful 6 runs. This was a surprise because the bowler was not ready, and that's exactly how you have to play the switch hits, and chose the right ball as well. The score moves on to 16. Is it the first shift of the gear from the batsman? Prajot to Tosif. This was wide, way too outside. Now they, with that only 1-6, you can see the line and length changes because it runs in the minds what he is going to do next as a batsman. So as a bowler, you just have to go do the job what you have been doing in the first over. If you change your mindset, you are going to pay the price heftily. This is in the air. This might be a catch. Fielder underneath, and it's going to be an easy one. Once again going for the switch hit, but this was down the leg side. Very smartly bowled here by Prajot. And that was a perfect line and length to be bowling for the switch hit. And Tausif was feeling the pressure, trying to increase that required the run rate. But in the midst of that, he perishes. And in the third over, is 17 for the loss of 1. So striking the first blow here in the second semi-finals. Prajot for SK Jogging. Runners-up of Muli Chachak recently held tournament in that 2 lakh tournament at Kumbarsua. Big tournament, and certainly winning the runners-up trophy is not a small thing for SK Jogging side. And here once again they are in the semi-finals. Very nicely played. No chance of a single. Prajot is very quick. This is very good piece of reflexes. Fast, moving quickly and immediately swirling around in trying to throw that ball towards the non-striker's end. This is the level of fitness. This is the level of commitment that is required from all the players if you want to reach the finals. Still the score is 17. Third over in progress. This is way outside. Nicely left here by Yasin. Yasin Shingangutti from Vasco. Adinco Distillery is the sponsor of this team, but the team is hailing from Vasco Municipality. Very strong unit as far as the batting order is concerned. Big men are yet to come. This was just a check shot, going to go for the slot sweep, thinking that yes, it was not in the slot that I hoped for. So just playing it down towards the cow corner region for a single. Apart from that 1-6, that was a switch hit. All runs have come of the singles. And score moves on to 19 with the last ball of the third over to be bowled by Prajot. Left hand right hand combination has still been continued here as Maruti still remains on the wicket. And once again played down the ground. Maruti Hookie, a very fine player, was a captain of SI Indian team in South Goa Premier League. So very fine player. So he's still there on the wicket so far, playing with soft hands, with nudges here and there, and carpet shot down the ground. Doing it in singles so far. After 3 overs, he's just 20 for the loss of 1. two bowlers on a trot. So Rajat is also bowling. So fourth over to be continued, and they are going to finish their quota well within the 4 overs. Not keeping their 1 over reserved for the fag end of the innings when there will be an onslaught from this batting unit. So they have not kept their overs. I don't know whether it's the right decision or a wrong one. Just that we have to analyze here what is happening. As the 3 bowlers are getting 2 overs each, and 2 bowlers 1 over each. Certainly the 4th and 5th bowler option most of the times are weak whenever panchayat or municipality level tournaments are being organized. As is the case in the previous match, we have seen 50 runs being come of the last 2 overs from the 4th and 5th option. Going for the big one, trying to shuffle across, but so far no ball has hit the sweet spot other than that switch hit. They are not able to find the right pace and the right length to be going for that shot in the deep square leg or cow corner region. This time he swings the ball towards the deep square leg region. Another single adds to the tally, taking the score to 22. Having a look at both these teams, I think somewhere around 80 is going to be the first thought in the mind of both these batsmen. And the team who is batting right now, they must be feeling that yes, we have got good bowlers also in our ranks. Going for the slog one. Once again, no connection. Once again, another single. Trying a direct hit here, the keeper. So far, so good from the bowlers. But one thing for sure, the man who has ball in his hand right now has certainly enjoyed this tournament more than anyone, whether it's with the bat or with the ball. He has found the right length to be bowling on this surface and the right way to bat on this surface as well. Rajat Kudarkar. This time also slightly change of length and variations here. Slower ball, little bit slower coming off the deck. Just played down as a nudge on the offside for a single. Still the score is on 24 and we are into the 4th over already. Just the last ball to be bowled. So a lot of thought process, a lot of thinking, a lot of management must have come into this bowling unit. This is in the air, and this might be a catch. Fielder going behind, and he drops it. He drops the catch of Maruti Huki. And we have seen whenever catches are being dropped, those have turned fatal here for the bowling unit. And after 4 overs, only a single so far, nothing to showcase apart from that 6 from Tausif who departed in the 3rd over taken by Prajot of 11 runs. Other than that, it's just been 25 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket in 4 overs, halfway mark of the first innings of the batting. चली एक हातान कॅच धरल्यार 100 रुपयाचे इनाम आसतले. कोण भायर स्पेक्टेटर कॅच धरता तांकां सगळ्यांक इनाम प्लस 100 रुपयाचे कुपन्स हांगा तुमच्या मरे आमचे व्हॉलंटियर्स घेवन येतले. 50,000 रुपयाचे पयले इनाम, 30,000 रुपया दुसरे, 10,000 रुपया तिसरे आणि 5-5 हजाराची अशी 2 इनामां म्हणल्यार जवळ जवळ लाखभराची इनामां. आणि म्हाका थोडेच बूक उरल्या कारण खूब जाणांनी हांगा सहभाग घेतिल्लो आसा आणि मदत केल्ली आसा. कुपन्स काडून हांव रिक्वेस्ट करता आमचे व्हॉलंटियर्स जेन्ना येतले तेन्ना कृपा करून थोडे जे लॉट्स आसतले ते दिवचे आनी हांगा बॉलिंग चेंज तशेंच परिवर्तन जातलें हांगा कॉमेंट्री बॉक्सान हांव मायक हँड ओवर करता सपोर्ट करता बाब सागर गोसावी.
Thank you, Harish. Meanwhile, the first delivery in the fifth over goes for a wide. And that takes the team total furthermore to 26. So a slow and steady start by Adinco Vasco Municipality. Another wide delivery as a left-handed batsman is at the striker's end. Bowler tries to deliver at the guideline towards the off-stump, but deviating from the line and length, not getting the right spot. Eventually delivers two wide deliveries. But sometimes it is very surprising to see the good batsmen have been kept later down the order, likes of Badi, likes of Sheru. They should be given more opportunity. If they flourish, then your team can get a more total on the board. Sometimes different strategies applied by different captain. Meanwhile, Vidi's Joker has been equally well played. Guides the ball towards the curve point to take a single off the bat. And the team total moves to 28. Such players, one of the players should have been in the first half of the inning. And when this player doesn't get enough opportunity, we also tend to get the minimum target that we post on the total. Meanwhile, a good bowling continues from SK Jogging. They will be very happy to see Badi and Sheru sitting in the dugout waiting for their turn. Meanwhile, a strike, the chance of a catch. Three fielders running, and the catch has been taken by the fielder at the curve point inside the circle. 28 for the loss of 2 wickets. DJ. Arrived at the striking end. None other than Badi, the strongest character of Vasco Municipality team, out in the middle in the 5th over. Nehal to deliver, so far successful. Delivers a Yorker, equally well played, flicks the ball towards the mid-wicket region to take a single to open the count. And that single brings the left-handed batsman, the opener, Maruti, at the striker's end. 29 on the card. So far, a slow and steady start by Vasco Municipality. Although they have lost 2 wickets, but they are having a very deep batting lineup. Meanwhile, another away-going delivery. Wide is the signal from the min umpire, Nilesh Naik. Stretch of arms indicating that 1 more run to be added, and team total moves to 30. 5th over in progress, 30 on the card. So one of these batter has to really go after the bowlers to get some decent total on the scorecard. Meanwhile, good bowling continues from SK Jogging. A cover drive. Look at that hit. Elegant strike. Just a bounce across the fence. 4 runs from Maruti's blade. And that boundary takes the team total to 34. So Badi sharing his experience with his left-handed batter as how to carry on with the proceedings. 5th over in progress. Nehal has been struck for a boundary in this over. So far, a wicket for him. Team total is 34. Again, away going delivery way outside the off stump, stretch of arms for the fourth time in this over. That takes the team total to 35. So sometimes in the bargain of getting that spot close to the guideline, you tend to miss the spot. And in that bargain, here we have seen 4 wide deliveries in this over. Another low full toss, wide-ish towards the off stump. Meanwhile, a strike to take a single. Single to bring Syed Badi at the strike's end. 36 on the card. Can Badi make it big? If he connects, then definitely the team total will boost furthermore to 42. But let's see what is going to be the story. Nehal looking very confident. And he is not going to give easy for the batters. Meanwhile, watchfully played slightly away from the bowler. Lucky escape for Badi. Just looked away. The ball may have hit back to the bowler, but getting the right direction. A single to end over number 5. So after completion of 5 overs, 37 for the loss of 2 wickets. DJ. Sixth over to be bowled by Dhanesh. And right in front of him is the big guy. Meanwhile, a wide shot, equally well played. Played with soft hand to get a single through the covers. And that single brings Maruti at the striking end. The opener is still hanging out. This is the 6th over. And it has been taken as the batting power play over. So Dhanesh soaking all the pressure of a batting power play over. Delivering from multi-good end. Advice from his senior partner, Rakesh Kurgaonkar, we can see coming towards the mid-off region. Low full toss has been struck towards the wide-ish cover region for a single, and that brings Badi at the striker's end. So definitely the plan is try to give strike as much as possible to Syed Badi so that he can smack the ball. But let's see whether this challenge will be taken by Syed Badi as Dhanesh is delivering at the moment. Another decent delivery slightly outside the off stump. Short of length, ball keeping little low. That makes it difficult for Badi to connect. Beautiful over has been considered so far by Dhanesh. Good bowling continues from SK Jogging. Another good delivery, oh my dear. Lovely bowling from Dhanesh. Soaking up all the pressure. Even a batter is in front of him, but not having a second thought in his mind while delivering in those right areas. Lovely bowling from Dhanesh. Short pitch delivery asking for trouble, and the trouble comes. What a lovely cut shot from the big guy from the strong shoulders. Look at that power. Ball travels with immense bat speed. And that is a big 6 that takes the team total to 45. So finally a big six in the batting power play over. A good Yorker, equally played with respect, guides the ball towards the square leg region to take a single. A strong throw was at the non-striker's end, but Buddy is very quick. Takes a single to end the batting power play over. 6 overs completed. 46 for the loss of 2 wickets. DJ. Introduced to bowl the 7th over of the inning. 46 so far on the card for the loss of 2 wickets. 8 wickets in hand. So this is where, when you are having a very good batters in your team, sometimes they miss out the opportunity and they just be in the dugout for all the 8 overs. So this is where you are, as a captain, you have to be much ahead of the plan, and you have to plot the players at the right spot. So here we go, Buddy on the striking end. First delivery, look at that strike, oh my dear. Shifting his balance onto back foot, and what a hit. Big six, definitely a beautiful song needed for this big hit. Team total moves to 52.
मुझे डर इस बात का है बस कि कहीं ना ये रात निकल जाए मेरी इतनी भी पास.
Definitely beautiful lyrics, and Buddy on a bowl at the moment. Big six on the first delivery. Second delivery strikes the ball, not getting the elevation, but look at the power ball, races towards the long on region immediately. So single takes the team total to 53, and that brings Maruti at the striker's end. We can see Sher Bahadur warming up in the dugout of Adinco Vasco Municipality. One more over remaining after this over. So definitely the dugout is asking Maruti to go after the bowler, and they won't be scared of a wicket from here on. Meanwhile, another strike straight towards the long on region to take a single and give strike to Buddy. Team total moves to 54. Mahadev has taken a blow on the very first delivery that is bowled, but recovering from that blow. Just 8 runs from 3 deliveries that he have bowled. Another short pitch delivery, cut shot, and the ball travels out of the park. What a strike. Waiting onto his back foot, and sixer takes the team total to 60. चांदनी चौक च दवाई जई पाइया पुछदे ने मुंडे दसो कुड़ी किथों आई है बच्चा बच्चा फिरे है नी बच्चा बच्चा फिरे फिरे बच्चा बच्चा तेरे उत्ते मरदा तेनू सूट सूट करदा ओ तेनू सूट सूट करदा सूट करदा. Advice from Shubham to his bowler. Oh, good Yorker. So advice has worked for Mahadev. A good yorker, but he has no answer for that delivery. Ball travels safely to the keeper. A dot ball in the bargain. 60 on the card. Second last over in progress. Final delivery of the 7th over. Another short pitch delivery. Look at that power. No need to even look at the ball as the ball goes away from the spectator as well. And a big six to end over number 7. 66 for the loss of 2 wickets. DJ.
You can make the whole room stare, but you know that it's to me. No jeans, no dresses, no tees, no. My queen, she's in a sari, yeah. I keep it busy, like you're in Delhi. You gotta rep the team, shawty. I know the flex matters me. You should be checking, cause I wanna make you my Rani. Rock with me.
Final over to be bowled by Dhanesh. Maruti at the striker's end and Asher Bahadur is still in dugout. Badi at the non-striker's end. Dhanesh to deliver the final over, setting the field for the left-hander. 66 on the card. First delivery, a helicopter in neck, not getting the elevation, not getting the flight of the bat. Ball travels along the carpet for a single. 67 on the scorecard. Badi at the striker's end. This is going to be a good contest, a good test that will be answered by Dhanesh at the moment. So Badi at the striker's end. Meanwhile, oh my dear, look at that hit. Even it has crossed the longest boundary of the leather ball into the field from the center of the pitch. What a hit. So Badi connecting straight over the bowler's head into the fields. Another full pitch, chance of a catch. Rakesh Korgaonkar, Raku takes the catch, but it departs. And as per the rules, the incoming batsman should be at the striker's end. 73 for the loss of 3 wickets. But he departs, but he has done his job. 6 sixes from his bat. 73, 5 sixes from his bat. That's the correction from Virat Tendulkar. We are keeping him busy with the stats. And third wicket back to the pavilion. The set first delivery was for a single, then a 6 and a wicket. 3 more deliveries remaining in this final over. Sher Bahadur Yadav is at the striker's end, and he doesn't have even a time, even a second, to judge the nature of the wicket. 3 deliveries remaining in this first inning. Danesh to deliver to the left-handed batter. Straight a drive towards the long off region. Definitely they will be looking for the second. Off in a flash. Chance of a run out. Slight fumble. Oh my dear. Danesh in the bargain has given couple of runs. And every run is going to count as the run chase will be on. So every run is going to counted. Meanwhile, Maruti Hugge comes as retired out. 4th wicket down. So fresh pair of legs are out in the middle to run those couple of runs. That is a strategy from the captain. Final 2 deliveries. Danesh to deliver. Oh my dear, look at that strike. Beautiful connection over the cow corner region. Sher Bahadur Yadav strikes handsomely for another big 6. Batters to take couple of runs. Meanwhile, well collected by the bowler. That concludes the first inning. So after completion of 8 overs, 83 on the scorecard. So target is of 84 runs in front of SK Joggings. Let's see whether they are going to jog or they are going to run after the required run rate, and are they going to chase? The story will be live after some time in the second.
कणका के लिए, और शानदार बल्लेबाजी, शानदार गेंदबाजी की थी। लेकिन जब सैयद बदी आए, उन्होंने जब एक 3-4 गेंदें देखी, उसके बाद लगे बड़े हिट के लिए और 5 बड़े हिट लगाए और कुल मिलाकर 35 रन स्कोर किए। मारुति हुग्गी को हालांकि कोई भी मौका दिया ही नहीं बाहें खोलने का, सिर्फ एक ही चौका, बाकी 21 से काम चलाया और 18 रन स्कोर किए। और जो आखिर के जो 8वीं ओवर थी, वहां पे आके छोटा सा इनिंग्स, लेकिन काफी अहम हो सकता है इस मुकाबले में। तो शेरों का वो इनिंग्स जहां पे 10 रन आए सिर्फ 3 गेंदों में, वो 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 मुझे लगता है अहम होगा अगर ये मैच आखिर तक जाता है तो इसकी वजह से जो 8 ओवर में 83 रन यहाँ पे खड़ा कर दिया है लक्ष्य, 84 रनों का लक्ष्य यहाँ पे एस के जॉगिंग खानका के लिए। और जिस तरह से बल्लेबाजी की है हर एक बल्लेबाज ने एस के जॉगिंग खानका के, शानदार। और जैसे कि रन चेसिंग के लिए चाहिए, जब आप चेस कर रहे हो तो एक सूझबूझ भरी पारी खेलनी होगी। ऐसा नहीं कि हर एक गेंद पर आप छक्का और चौका लगाएंगे, और वहाँ पे रिस्क भी होता है। तो रजत कुडालकर, मुझे लगता है काफ़ी लोग, काफ़ी दर्शक जो यहाँ पे जमा हो गए हैं, वो इसकी बल्लेबाजी देखने के लिए जमा हो गए, क्योंकि काफ़ी फैंस बढ़ाए हैं इन्होंने रजत कुडालकर ने कुरचरेम सावड़ेम एरिया में। और स्ट्राइक लेंगे पहली गेंद पर सतीश गेंदबाजी करने के लिए। फिर एक बार पहले ये गेंद पर उठाए यहाँ पे लेग साइड की दिशा में, वहां पे तैनात बसुराज मदार। तो क्या यहाँ पे रणनीति होगी यहाँ पे बल्लेबाजी करने वाली टीम? मैंने देखा है कि कल के मैच में, कल का मुकाबला जो था असनोरा टीम के साथ, वो तगड़ा मुकाबला था। आखिर के गेंद पर छक्का लगा के मैच जीते थे, वो भी महेश ने मारा था। और जो रजत कुडालकर की बल्लेबाजी थी उस मैच में भी वो काफी दमदार थी। पहले ओवर में लगा चुके थे 18 रन, और वो भी रोहन सालगांवकर के खिलाफ, जिनका जो बहुत ही अच्छे गेंदबाज और ऑलराउंडर के रूप में जाने जाते हैं गोवा में। तो पहली ओवर में अगर आप ऐसे गेंदबाज को बड़ा हिट लगाते हैं तो बाकी के जो गेंदबाज होते हैं उनके ऊपर दबाव बढ़ता है थोड़ा। क्या वही रणनीति होगी रजत कुडालकर की यहाँ पे, क्योंकि पहली ओवर पे बड़ा हिट लगाएंगे या थोड़ा सा रुकेंगे और रुक कर खेलेंगे? अगर गेंद पाले में पड़ता है तो ही बड़ा हिट लगाएंगे, वरना इक्के दुक्के से यहाँ पे स्ट्राइक रोटेट करेंगे अपने साथी जो है प्रीतेश के साथ। तो फिलहाल पहला यहाँ पे अतिरिक्त रन जुड़ता हुआ, यानी कि स्कोर बोर्ड के ऊपर जुड़े हैं 3 रन। इस बार उठाया ये कैच, ये बड़ा विकेट हो सकता है इस मैच का, और पहला बड़ा झटका जिसका मैच देखने के लिए यहाँ पे दर्शक जुड़े हुए थे, और उसके विपरीत हुआ ये परिणाम। और रजत कुडालकर जो पूरा लय में थे, पूरा फॉर्म में थे, पहली ओवर में अपना विकेट दे चुके हैं। जो कारनामा उन्हें रोहन सालगांवकर के खिलाफ किया था, वही दमखम यहाँ दिखाना चाहते थे, लेकिन वो हुआ नहीं। और पहली विकेट मिलती हुई सतीश को पहली ओवर में हासिल करते हुए एडिनको डिस्टिलरी। धनेश, सो बैटिंग ऑर्डर थोड़ा यहाँ पे बदलाव करते हुए महेश को थोड़ा पीछे रखा, नहीं तो 1 डाउन के रूप में ज्यादातर महेश ही आते थे। यानी कि 8 ओवर का यहाँ पे रन चेस, 84 रन, यानी कि बड़ा लक्ष्य तो नहीं है। 10 रन प्रति ओवर आप बड़ा नहीं कर सकते। हालांकि पहले सेमीफाइनल में जो लक्ष्य था 99 रन, वो मुझे लगता था कि एक 10-15 रन ज्यादा हो गया था, इसीलिए दबाव में आए थे शान स्ट्राइकर्स। लेकिन यहाँ पे अगर एक बल्लेबाज भी खोता है तो वापसी करने का मौका मिलता है, क्योंकि 8 ओवर होते हैं आपके पास, और इस 8 ओवर में अगर आप सूझबूझ भरी पारी खेलते हो तो वापसी करने का भी मौका मिलता है। तो पार्टनरशिप की जरूरत यहाँ पे, और दाएं हाथ के बल्लेबाज यहाँ पे भेजे हैं धनेश, और वो साथ देंगे प्रीतेश का। तो थोड़ा सा बदलाव भी होगा, तब्दीली होगी यहाँ पे फील्डिंग में। और एक फील्डर जो कि लगाया है डीप कवर्स की दिशा में, और एक डीप स्क्वायर लेग की दिशा में। सैयद बदी यहाँ पे कप्तानी करते हो, और काफी एक्सपीरियंस है उनको, ना कि इंडिया में खेलने का बल्कि बाहर में भी अपना नाम कमा चुके हैं सैयद बदी। और हाल ही में जो साउथ गोवा प्रीमियर लीग टूर्नामेंट हुआ था उसमें चैंपियन रहे थे ये कप्तान, डायनामिक रॉयल्स के कप्तान थे और मुन्ना शेख, और उन्होंने अपनी टीम को बड़ी जीत दिलाई थी, बड़ा टूर्नामेंट का गोवा का। इस बार सीधे बल्ले से खेला हुआ ये ऑफ ड्राइव और मिलता हुआ सिर्फ 1 रन, यानी कि निखरती हुई उनकी कप्तानी इस साल सैयद बदी की, और उनकी पारी ने ही यहाँ पे ये 83 रन का स्कोर और लक्ष्य रखा है। लक्ष्य तो 84 रन का है, लेकिन 83 रन स्कोर किया है यहाँ पे एडिनको डिस्टिलरी ने। तो अभी भी मैच बहुत है, अभी बहुत कुछ बाकी है इस मैच में होना। ये पहली ओवर जारी, और यहाँ पे जब पता है कि एक बड़े बल्लेबाज जब वापस जाते हैं पहली ओवर में, तो थोड़ी सी यहाँ पे पार्टनरशिप बनती है और रिस्क लेना नहीं चाहेंगे यहाँ पे रजत और प्रीतेश और धनेश। स्कोर बोर्ड के ऊपर जुड़े हैं 5 रन, यानी कि हर एक गेंद पर आता हुआ 1 रन, एक अतिरिक्त रन भी यहाँ पे। इस बार भी लॉन्ग ऑफ की दिशा में खेला, यानी कि स्ट्राइक रोटेट करना चाहते हैं, कोई भी यहाँ पे रिस्क लेना नहीं चाहते हैं बल्लेबाज। शुरुआत काफी अच्छी, क्योंकि जब आप बड़ा विकेट लेते हैं रजत खुडाड़कर का, तो मुझे लगता है कि ये बड़ी शुरुआत की है गेंदबाजों ने यहाँ पे एडिनको डिस्टिलरीज की, यानी कि पहली ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद स्कोर बोर्ड के ऊपर जड़े हैं 6 रन 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर। मुझे लगता है सबसे नन्हे कमेंटेटर्स माइक लेते हुए शायद कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, लेकिन मुझे लगता है एक साल में हमको पता चलेगा कि क्या कहना चाहते हैं। अभी तो बस शुरुआत है, और ये है दूसरी ओवर। फिर एक बार जिस रणनीति का इस्तेमाल किया था गेंदबाजों ने एसके जॉगिंग के, वही रणनीति यहाँ पे मुझे लगता है एडिनको और डिस्टिलरी रिवास्को की टीम भी वही कर रही है कि ज्यादातर गेंदे जो है वो फुल डालने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं, यानी कि लोकल लेंथ की गेंदे डालने का प्रयास, यानी कि बाहें जो पसारने का मौका नहीं दे रहे हैं अभी तक। ये है उन्नी कृष्णन, गोवा अंडर 19 के लिए रिप्रेजेंट किया है उन्नी कृष्णन ने, और लेदर क्रिकेट भी काफी बढ़िया खेलते हैं। इस टूर्नामेंट में हाल ही में वॉरियर्स कप में ये खेले थे वॉरियर्स टीम के लिए। दोनों जो फॉर्मेट होते हैं, टेनिस बॉल और लेदर बॉल फॉर्मेट, दोनों में काफी अच्छा प्रदर्शन करते हैं उन्नी कृष्णन। फिर एक बार अच्छी कवर ड्राइव यहाँ पे। सो जैसा कि चल रहा था पहले 4 ओवर में, वैसा ही कुछ यहाँ पे चल रहा है पहले 4 ओवर में। दूसरी इनिंग्स में सिर्फ सिंगल, यानी कि बड़ा हिट लेने का प्रयास नहीं कर रहे हैं, सिर्फ पार्टनरशिप यहाँ पे बिल्डअप कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि उनको जानते हैं यहाँ पे अगर 1-2 विकेट गिरती है तो जो मिडल ऑर्डर थी और जो लोअर मिडल ऑर्डर होगी वहां पे ज्यादा दबाव होगा, आसान नहीं होगा ये 84 रन लक्ष्य हासिल करना। ये फुल टॉस बॉल देखना चाहेंगे अंपायर का निर्णय यहाँ पे, ये फुल टॉस गेंद थी, इसे चूक चुके हैं, क्योंकि जब आप पहले ही सोचते हैं मैं इक्का दुक्का ले लूंगा, तब ऐसे जब अगर गेंदें मिलती है फुल टॉस तो यहाँ पे मौका गवाते हैं, क्योंकि ये नेगेटिव माइंडसेट होता है बल्लेबाज का कि यहाँ पे मैं मारूंगा नहीं और सिर्फ 1 रन लूंगा, और तब आप जब फुल टॉस मिलते हैं, शॉर्ट बॉल मिलती है, तो आप चूकते हैं। और यहाँ पे कैच का मौका था, लेकिन थोड़ा सा चूक गए और चौका भी दे चुके हैं। मुझे लगता है जो टाइमिंग थी वो सही नहीं थी। एक अच्छा स्क्वायर कट मौका था लेकिन गवाया यहाँ पे। और ये बड़ी विकेट, क्योंकि प्रीतेश जो है एक अच्छे बल्लेबाज है और ये कैच जो ड्रॉप किया वो अहम हो सकता है आगे के कुछ पलों में। इस चौके के बदौलत स्कोर पहुंचा 13 रन के ऊपर। दूसरी ओवर जारी, खानका की टीम और वास्को की टीम। और यहाँ पे तेज गेंद काफी बाहर, बाउंस करके हिलाना चाहते थे बल्लेबाज को, लेकिन ज्यादा बाहर डाला हुआ यह गेंद। तो जिस तरह से यहाँ पे मैच धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ता जा रहा है, मुझे लगता है कि यहाँ पे कुछ तो मैसेज गया होगा कि आपको अगर लूज गेंद मिलता है, थोड़ा शॉर्ट गेंद मिलता है, फुल टॉस बॉल मिलती है, तो थोड़ा सा प्रहार कीजिएगा। और ये अच्छी गेंद, यहाँ पे रनआउट का भी मौका हो सकता है, डायरेक्ट हिट की जरूरत है और चूक चुके वहां पे। और अभी भी जब आपको पता है कि 2 ओवर्स है नॉर्मल पावर प्ले के और 1 ओवर है बैटिंग पावर प्ले का, यानी कि 3 ओवर आपको मिलते हैं पावर प्ले के जरिए और उसका फायदा उठाना चाहिए। यहाँ पे 3 फील्डर बाहर मौजूद, एक डीप कवर्स में, एक डीप मिड विकेट के दिशा में मौजूद। यहाँ पे 2 फील्डर बाहर। ये स्लोअर गेंद, ये अच्छी गेंद थी, गति में परिवर्तन किया, गति में फेरफार किया यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे लेग बाय का निर्णय। सूझबूझ भरी गेंदबाजी, एक अच्छी रणनीति यहाँ पे लगाई है यहाँ पे उन्नी कृष्णन ने, और सिर्फ एक चौका मिला और एक वाइड गेंद भी, यानी कि 2 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद स्कोर बोर्ड के ऊपर जुड़े हैं 16 रन 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर। टूर्नामेंट में जब हम लोग मैच देखते हैं, चाहे कोई भी इंटरनेशनल हो, चाहे भी लोकल टूर्नामेंट है, ऑल इंडिया हो, ऑल गोवा हो, जब एक का सेमीफाइनल एक तरफा जाता है तो दूसरा सेमीफाइनल थोड़ा क्लोज जाता है, नजदीक जाता है। और मुझे लगता है कि जिस तरह के सी इनिंग्स आगे आगे बढ़ रही है वही दिख रहा है यहाँ पे कि ये मैच आखिर तक जाएगा, यानी कि 10 रन, लगभग 10 से 10.3% का यहाँ पे जो रन रेट रिक्वायर्ड की जरूरत थी, लेकिन यहाँ पे 8 रन प्रति ओवर चल रहे हैं। लेकिन चलता है कि 2 ओवर आपके जब बड़ा विकेट आप पेविलियन में वापस जा चुका है तो थोड़ा सा समय लेना पड़ता है बल्लेबाजों को कि यहाँ पे विकेट गंवाना नहीं है, इक्के दुक्के से काम चलाना है और थोड़ी सी पार्टनरशिप भी, जो मजबूत प्लेटफॉर्म यहाँ पे रख दे, मजबूत नींव रख दे यहाँ पे अपने मिडल ऑर्डर के लिए, और वही पारी खेल रहे हैं प्रीतेश और धनेश। 16 रन 2 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद यासीन लेकर आते हुए तीसरी ओवर। फिर एक बार थोड़ा सा फुल टॉस गेंद, यानी कि यॉर्कर लेंथ का प्रयास करते हुए, यॉर्कर लेंथ का प्रयास था वहां पे, यही गेंदबाजी की थी गेंदबाजों ने एसके जॉगिंग के, जब पूरा यॉर्कर लेंथ यानी कि आउटसाइड ऑफ स्टंप यॉर्कर लेंथ जो गेंदबाजी होती है वही ट्राई की थी, लेकिन जब थोड़ा सा चूके वहां सैयद बदी ने उसका पूरा इस्तेमाल कर दिया था और इसकी बदौलत 83 रन का लक्ष्य, 84 रन का लक्ष्य रखा था यहाँ पे एसके जॉगिंग के लिए, और वही रणनीति फिर एक बार दोहरा रहे हैं हर एक गेंदबाज। यासीन भी अभी राउंड विकेट आए हैं प्रीतेश को गेंद डालने के लिए। इस बार मौका था यहाँ पे, थोड़ा सा आगे डाला हुआ गुड लेंथ एरिया में, लेकिन पेस है यासीन शिंगनगुटी के पास। और ये जो लाइन होती है वो डिफेंसिव लाइन होती है, और टेनिस क्रिकेट में डिफेंसिव लाइन भी काफ़ी अहम होती है, क्योंकि आपको रन रोकने होते हैं। अगर रन रोके तो विकेट्स आती है। अभी दाएं हाथ के बल्लेबाज स्ट्राइक पर धनेश। इस बार यहाँ पे मौका था, यहाँ पे मौका था, थोड़ा लेग स्टंप के बाहर था, घुमाना भी चाहते थे लेकिन ज्यादा बाहर होने के कारण यहाँ पे वाइड करार दिया अंपायर ने। ये गलती थोड़ी की थी यहाँ पे यासीन ने, लेकिन खामियाजा सिर्फ अतिरिक्त रन से मिलेगा, यानी कि स्कोर बोर्ड के ऊपर जुड़े थे 19 रन अभी तक। शेल्डेन ब्लास्टर्स पहले ही फाइनल में प्रवेश कर चुके थे। एक अच्छी इनिंग्स खेली थी अल्विनो कारवालो ने, और देखना चाहेंगे कि कौन उनसे खेलता है फाइनल में। इस बार स्विच का प्रयास थोड़ा सा चुप के बगी, लेकिन वहां पे फील्डर ने जो थर्ड मैन की दिशा में थे वहां ने पे रोक लिया आसानी से। स्विच हिट यानी कि सरप्राइज देना चाहते थे, लेकिन गेंदबाज काफी सतर्क वहां पे। जो ड्रेसिंग रूम है वो काफी दबाव डाल रहा है यहाँ पे बल्लेबाजों के ऊपर, और कभी कभी मुझे लगता है बाहर से आपको ज्यादा कुछ दिखाई देता है, ना कि अंदर से। ये बड़ा हिट, ये डाला स्लॉट में और गया पाठशाला के ऊपर। बहुत ही बड़ा हिट, करारा झटका देते हुए। इसकी जरूरत थी यहाँ पे, इस छक्के की जरूरत थी, और वही आता हुआ प्रीतेश के बल्ले से। एक भी छोटी सी गलती होगी तो आपको महंगी पड़ेगी, और वो महंगी हो गई है यहाँ पे यासीन के लिए। दे दनादन छक्का यहाँ पे आता हुआ प्रीतेश, एक चौका और एक छक्का। हालांकि पिछले 3 मुकाबले में उतना ज्यादा कुछ कर नहीं पाए प्रीतेश, ज्यादातर जो बल्लेबाजी की थी और मैच विनिंग पारियां खेली थी, वो पारी आई थी रजत को डाल करके बल्ले से। लेकिन अभी समय है उनको, अभी समय है कि खुद का जो टैलेंट है वो यहाँ पे दिखाने का। ये टीम काफी स्ट्रांग है, मजबूत टीम है यहाँ पे एसके जॉगिंग कणका की। काफी बल्लेबाज अभी भी मौजूद उनके खेमे में। इस बार बहुत ही सुंदर कवर ड्राइव। जानते थे कि यहाँ पे पहले ही छक्का बटोरा है, तो रिस्क लेने का यहाँ पे रिस्क लेने की जरूरत ही नहीं थी, और उसी के जरिए सिंगल यहाँ पे निकाला और स्ट्राइक दे दिया अपने लेफ्ट हैंडेड पार्टनर धनेश को। इस सिंगल के बदौलत स्कोर बढ़ता हुआ 27 रन। काफी कैलकुलेटिव खेल रहे हैं, जैसे कि एक कैलकुलेटर, एक कंप्यूटर चल रहा है दिमाग में दोनों के। उसी के जरिए यहाँ पे रन चेज बढ़ाया जा रहा है आगे धीरे धीरे करके। फिर एक बार स्क्वायर लेग की दिशा में शेर बहादुर आते हुए, यहाँ पे काफी बढ़िया थ्रो है शेर बहादुर का, और वहां पे मौका नहीं लिया बल्लेबाजों ने। यानी कि और एक ओवर अच्छा घटता हुआ, यानी कि छक्का भी आया, और 6 रन यानी कि 12 रन आए हैं इस ओवर में। 3 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद 28 रन 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर 84 रनों का पीछा करते हुए यहाँ पे एसके जॉगिंग कानका की टीम। यहाँ पे काफी बढ़िया प्रदर्शन किया था, उनको अभी भी रोक के रखा है बसुराज मदार, जो कि बहुत ही बढ़िया लेग स्पिनर है। क्योंकि यहाँ पे दाएं हाथ के जो बल्लेबाज है धनेश, ये मौजूद है यहाँ पे, और इसी के लिए उनको रोका गया है। ये स्ट्रेटेजी की जा रही है, और लगता है कि मुझे थोड़ा सा प्रेशर यहाँ पे बढ़ाएंगे इन दोनों बल्लेबाजों के ऊपर, और जब धनेश का विकेट लेंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि मौका देंगे यहाँ पे अपने स्पेशलिस्ट लेग स्पिनर बसुराज मदार के लिए। लेकिन धनेश को भी देखना होगा कि वो रन रेट जो रिक्वायर्ड है वो जो ज्यादा आगे बढ़ने नहीं चाहिए। फिर एक बार उन्नी कृष्णन यहाँ पे गेंदबाजी करने के लिए। ये फुल टॉस गेंद, यहाँ पे कैच, ओ मौका था यहाँ पे, लेकिन गैप भी यहाँ पे मिल गया है। एफर्ट तो अच्छा डाला था, थोड़ा सा आगे गिरा ये गेंद। बहुत ही बढ़िया एफर्ट यहाँ पे फील्डर द्वारा। और यहाँ पे मुझे लगता है कि ये चौका पहली गेंद पर थोड़ा सा फुल टॉस गेंद थी, जहां मारना चाहते थे वहां गया नहीं, लेकिन 4 रन तो मिल गए हैं। इसे मारा, ये कैच हो सकता है, ये अहम विकेट हो सकता है, और यहाँ पे कैच ले लिया है। जो कप्तानी की थी उन्नी कृष्णन को यहाँ पे लाया था गेंदबाजी करने के लिए, और दूसरी ओवर यहाँ पे डाल रहे हैं कंसेक्यूटिव उन्नी कृष्णन। वो सफलता मिलती हुई अभी जो दाएं हाथ के बल्लेबाज थे वो वापस जाते हुए पेविलियन में, और मुझे लगता है कि यहाँ पे ये झटका जो है वो कुछ बदलाव लाएगा रणनीति में एडिनको डिस्टिलरी के। और ये जो दूसरी विकेट गिरी है वो 32 रन पर, यानी कि चौथी ओवर जारी, उन्नी कृष्णन की दूसरी ओवर और टीम की चौथी ओवर। यहाँ पे अपील करते हुए, लेकिन अंपायर वहां पे कहते हुए कि डेफिनेटली आउट तो नहीं है, और 1 रन मिलता हुआ। और जिस तरह से मैच आगे आगे जा रहा है धीरे धीरे, तो मुझे लगता है कि आखिरी पलों में जो यहाँ पे हौसला है वो हौसला बरकरार रखना होगा एसके जॉगिंग को। अगर हौसला आपके पास है तो मंजिल सामने होगी, वो पा जाएंगे आप, लेकिन इसके लिए आपका हौसला जो है बुलंद करना होगा, इरादे मजबूत करने होंगे यहाँ पे इस टीम को, क्योंकि जब आखिरी के 4 ओवर होंगे तो ये गेम थोड़ा दबाव में आ जाएंगे बल्लेबाज और गेंदबाजी करने वाली टीम। फिर एक बार डाउन द ग्राउंड खेला हुआ ये शॉट मारने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं, लेकिन मिला नहीं है। और ये आखिरी के कुल पल होते हैं जहां पे आपको बुलंद करना होता है, खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है। और इसी का नजारा हमें देखने को मिलेगा आखिर के 4 ओवर में। जिसका हौसला बुलंद होगा वो ही यहाँ पे जीत पा सकेगा। फिर एक बार यहाँ पे स्लॉग स्वीप खेलने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं, और मुझे लगता है 1 रन, ये कैच भी था क्योंकि बल्ले से आया हुआ ये गेंद, और जितने लंबे कद के यहाँ पे सैयद बदी है, ये मौका मुझे लगता है उन्होंने गवाया है, क्योंकि अगर कोई कैच ले सकता है इतनी लंबी तो सबसे लंबे कद के सैयद बदी ही ले सकते हैं। शुभम झा, स्कोर बढ़ता हुआ 36 रन, चौथी ओवर जारी। फिर एक बार क्रॉस बैटेड शॉट खेलने का प्रयास, लेकिन बसुराज मदार वहां पे तैनात, और जिस तरह की स्थिति पहले 4 ओवर में दिख रही है। 4 ओवर में जुटे हैं 37 रन 2 विकेट के नुकसान पर। हालांकि एडिनको डिस्टिलरी के 37 रन 5 ओवर में जुटे थे। तो अभी तक फिलहाल 4 ओवर में आगे चल रही है एसके जॉगिंग की टीम, लेकिन जो चेस करने का दबाव होता है वो बहुत बड़ा होता है। अगर एक आध विकेट गिरती है तो दबाव बढ़ता ही जाता है। तो आगे का हाल देखेंगे और जरूर यहाँ पे बदलाव होगा, क्योंकि दाएं हाथ के बल्लेबाज वापस जा चुके थे इस ओवर में और दोनों जो है बाएं हाथ के बल्लेबाज है। इसी के लिए मुझे लगता है कि लेग स्पिनर को यहाँ लाया जाएगा। ये मुझे मेरा एक्सपीरियंस कह रहा है और इसी का नज़ारा हम देखेंगे। और आगे के 4 ओवर का हाल सुनाने के लिए मैं बुलाना चाहूंगा सागर गोसावी को।
In the run chase. 37 on the card. "24 legal deliveries and 47 runs to get." So Basumadar, who has been prolific throughout the tournament, has been introduced in this depth of the inning. 4 overs remaining, 24 legal deliveries remaining. Pritesh at the striker's end. Meanwhile, a slog sweep into act, not getting the proper connection. Ball has been brushed off the bat onto the legs. And a single that takes the team total furthermore to 38. Basavaraj to deliver. This is the crucial stage of the run chase. First delivery goes for a single. So now Shubham Jha, another prolific youngster who is at the striker's end. Definitely knows in and out of Basu. And another slog sweep. Meanwhile, what is the call? Slight fumble from the wicket keeper. Otherwise, definitely that would have been trouble for Pritesh. As we can see him limping, maybe has got cramps into his legs. But still, he is standing like a rock, like a wall in front of the Adinco Distillery's Vasco Municipality team. A word of advice from Shubham to the senior partner. So let's see how they are going to take the challenge from Basumadar. Again, a good delivery slightly outside the off stump. This is a wonderful line that Basu has maintained. Sometimes trying to bowl those Yorkers, sometimes going with the leg cutters, creating a doubt in the batsman's mind as what is about to come from the armory of Basu on the next. Definitely there's a big swing, but fielder has been intact at the cow corner region. A single that takes the team total to 40. So now Shubham is at the striker's end, and now definitely the dugout will be hoping at least a hit from Shubham. But Basumadar is having a different plan. Big swing, and the ball has been rolled onto the stumps. A wicket for the prolific bowler with the leather ball, and now with the tennis ball as well. He is maintaining a decent line and length. Wicket goes down. Shubham Jha back to the pavilion. Third wicket goes at the score of 40. DJ. Basumadar. So far, he has bowled brilliantly throughout this tournament, and the same bowling continues, taking a wicket. So new man in is Mahesh, and we have seen Mahesh in the day, that is yesterday, day 4, that he is capable of hitting the ball quite comfortably. Don't go at the stretcher of this player, but having a very strong shoulders, strong arms to deliver the ball out of the park. Let's see what he can do on this given day. Mahesh at the striker's end. Basumadar with the ball. 3 more overs remaining after this over. Definitely 1 more over will be bowled by Basumadar. So lot many things to be calculated by the batting team. 5th over in progress. 3 wickets back to the pavilion. 40 on the card. Switch it is the attempt. Another miss. And what an over considered by Basavraj Madar. Have given just 3 runs and a wicket. Beautiful over completed after completion of 5 overs. 40 for the loss of 3 wickets. Time for DJ if a DJ is back. Opener Pritesh is still out in the middle, will be at the striker's end. His partner Mahesh, who has just joined him out in the middle. And let's see who is going to bowl this batting power play over. As per the rules, 1 bowler can bowl only 1 power play. So definitely there will be a thought by the captain as whom to give this important 7th over, which is going to be the batting power play. As per the rules that have been told by the umpires at the initial half, only 1 bowler can bowl a single power play. So 3 separate bowlers will be introduced in the power plays. So let's see who is that bowler going to be. So there are plenty of options remaining with the captain, likes of Sheru, Yasin, and looks to be Yasin handing over his cap to the umpire to bowl the batting power play over. He is also a very good, strong character to bowl. Having good shoulders, he can surprise any batsman with the pace that he is about to generate. Meanwhile, the set batsman is at the striker's end, maybe watching the ball like a football. Let's see whether he can strike in this over. Batting power play over, as lot many thoughts will be out in the minds of the batter and captain as well. Because Basumadar is going to bowl 1 more over. 40 on the card, 44 more required. 18 deliveries, 44 to get. Just 7 hits away from the required runs. Pritesh at the striker's end. This is going to be an even contest. Batting power play, 3 fielders placed outside the 30-yard circle. Yashin taking his time before about to deliver in the batting power play over. Pritesh at the strikers, and let's see what is going to be the result of this batting power play. 44 runs required. First delivery, low, full toss. Look at that strike. Big 6 over the corner region. What a hit. Took his time in the initial half and delivering here. DJ, it's your time now. Thank you, DJ. A big 6 to welcome Yashin in the batting power play. What a strike from Pritesh. Maybe he was hanging out so that he can deliver in the depth of the overs. Striking the first ball for a big 6. 46 is the total. Another low full toss. Is it going to be a similar result? Oh my dear, ball drops inside the fence and travel the distance. 10 runs from a first 2 deliveries, team total moves to 50. Ten runs from first 2 deliveries in the batting power play. 2 or more overs are remaining after this over. Just 2 deliveries have been delivered in the batting power play. First was a big 6 and the second delivery goes for a boundary towards the cow corner. So meanwhile, umpires are very strict with the rules. You can't change the wicketkeeper in the middle of the over. And that's why Baddi resumes his job behind the stumps. So Yashin decides to come round the stumps for Pritesh, who is hitting the ball quite comfortably. Another low full toss, chance of a catch. Is it going to be caught? There was a little collision between bowler and the batter. But this is not intentionally, as a bowler has come in the way of the non-striker. So lucky escape for Pritesh, a single that takes the team total to 51. And now Mahesh is at the strikers end, and he is also capable of hitting the ball quite comfortably. Let's see what is going to be the scenario. 11 runs from first 3 deliveries in the batting power play over. Is it going to be a big over for the batting team, or some decent deliveries from Yashin after deciding to come around the stump? The time will tell us. So here we go with the next delivery. Syed Badi putting the fielders at the right spot outside the 30-yard circle so that the boundaries are being halted. So let's see whether this effort, this strategy is going to work out for the fielding team. Meanwhile, a lovely delivery. There's a appeal, and the finger goes up as a wicket falls. Fortune is coming in the way of Yashin as he decides to bowl round the stumps. 4th wicket back to the pavilion at the score of 51. DJ. Siddesh will be at the striker's end. 51 on the card. 33 more required, and in that bargain, there's a fall of a wicket. Low full toss, wonderful strike, but there's a fielder plotted in the extra cover region. A good throw at the striker's end. Look at that throw from Basavraj Madar. Restrict the batters for a single. 52 on the card. Just 5 sixes away from the victory, team SK Jogging, but looks to be very easy when we are doing it, the verbal job, but the job needs to be done with the bat, and this looks little more difficult at the moment. 32 runs required. 5 hits can bring the team closer to that run chase. Yashin to delivering round the stumps. Pritesh at the striker's end. Low full toss, inviting for the double. Look at that strike. Just flick of wrist guides the ball towards the wideish fine leg region. Boundary takes the team total to 56 at the end of 6 overs. Final 2 overs remaining in this match. 28 runs required, and the required run rate is 14 runs per over. So lot depends on this over. Basavaraj Madar, a prolific bowler, has bowled decently so far in this tournament, not giving away runs, not even a hit from his over so far. He is a boundaryless bowler in this tournament. So let's see what is about to happen. Siddesh is at the striker's end. And there's a change in wicket keeping as well. Yashin behind the stumps. Basavaraj to deliver this second last over. First delivery was a little fuller, but equally well played by Siddesh. Plays straight down the ground towards the long on region. Sher Bahadur collects the ball. A single that brings Pritesh at the striker's end. 11 deliveries, 27 runs to get. Meanwhile, wanted to hit the ball towards the onside. Meanwhile, a single. Team total moves to 58. Meanwhile, an unlawful chance was there for the catch on his follow through. Strong strike makes the ball to slip off the hands. What could have been a wicket for Basu has been missed by himself on his follow through. Looks to be easy, but that is not that easy the way it looks. Team total moves to 59. Meanwhile, another lovely Yorker, slightly outside the off stump. No chance for Pritesh. Maybe Pritesh thinking that let's play cautiously as Basu is delivering a decent line and length. Not giving an inch for the batter. Not to give his wicket. That may be the plan of the batter. That's why we haven't seen any harakiri or any effort on the previous delivery. Again, Basu just giving 3 runs so far in this over. 2 deliveries remaining. 1 more over to be bowled after this over. Shoveling down the track, chance of a catch. Sher Bahadur is not going to miss. And the wicket, successful over. Second wicket for Basu. In fact, 5th wicket for the team. DJ. Meanwhile, a decent over concluded. Only 3 runs and a wicket in this over. Score 59 for the loss of 5 wickets. Final 6 deliveries remaining. 25 runs to win. What a bowler Basavaraj Madar has been in this tournament and even in the semi-finals. He has bowled 2 overs, have given just 6 runs and 2 wickets. Prolific bowling display by Basavaraj Madar in the much needed situation into the semi-finals. And now all faith depends on this final over. 25 runs required, 4 sixes and a run for the victory. Let's see which bowler is going to bowl in this situation. Final over to be bowled by Ashok, left arm. Elegant bowler decides to go left arm round. Final over in progression. 25 runs to win. Ashok, the in charge of the final over. Checking the field placement for himself that has been set by the captain. So, after doing the much needed adjustment, finally Ashok is onto his run-up mark. Left arm round, Siddesh at the striker's end. First delivery right into the block hole, straight down the ground. There's a straight drive from Siddesh to take a single and bring his partner at the striker's end. Mahadev is out in the middle. Low full toss of what was looking to be an opportunity missed by Mahadev. So far, 2 singles, 1 from the bat and second of the outside edge, second also of the bat. 4 deliveries and 4 sixes is the requirement. Is it going to be the first one? Ball has been hit straight into the dugout. Look at the power by which Siddesh had hit. This is the first sixer. From 3 deliveries. $17 runs to get. So 3 sixes is the need of the hour. Ashok, left arm round the stumps. Syed Badi setting the field for his bowler. So let's see what is going to be the incoming delivery. And that must be a thought from Syed Badi that if there's an inside edge, then definitely that boundary to be saved. Meanwhile, a strong strike straight down the ground. Sher Bahadur Yadav stops the ball, and now just the formalities remaining. A big smile on the face of Suraj and Bhupi. And now a catch. So look at the jubilation and big smiles on the support staff of Adinco Distillery's Vasco municipality. Now just the formality remaining. Even the players have started the celebration. Ashok has been congratulated by his fellow teammates for bowling in the right areas. Final delivery of this match. And we have already got the winner unless the bowler does the blessings with no ball. Prakash is the new man in. And that concludes the match in the favor of Adinco Distilleries. Vasco Municipality, congratulations, man in yellow, for making it to the finals. So now let's see who is going to be man of the match. Because there are two very strong contenders. As if we look at the scorecard, at the